Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is Monday, December 23rd, 2019, and I have bees doing cleansing flights. So there's still some live bees in the hive, and I want to go in and take a look. I'm a little nervous that the candy board that I made is too much of a space between the tops of the frames and the candy. I don't know if you recall when I made the candy board, I put a groove or a slot in the side boards about, I don't know, a ½ inch, and then I have ½ inch boards that I put in there that straddle and go across to hold the mesh, keep the mesh from sagging, which now that I think about it, might have been a good thing to have the mesh sagging. So I just looked in real quick through the Vivaldi board and could not see any bees on the other side, at least the top side of the sugar. So if I have to, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vivaldi board and take the candy board off, or crack it open a little bit to take a look inside to see what the bees are doing. I don't know if they build comb in the wintertime, but maybe I can just gauge it from looking up at the top after I remove the Vivaldi board, whether they have access to the candy. If not, I'm prepared to put some newspaper on top of the frames and just go ahead and pour some sugar on top of on that. So yeah, I'm really paranoid that, I mean, it's only December, end of December. We got January, February, and March. So I haven't picked up, I know people say just go ahead and pick up the hive, give you a good indication of the weight. I mean, I really don't have experience. I mean, I was able to pick it up. It has some weight to it, but yeah, you can see the bees there. There's a little bit more activity. What's that bee, fanning? Is it too warm already? Not too many bees in the snow dead, but yeah, let me go take a look. Yeah, so you can see what I did here is I've got the slot that I put into the styrofoam, the insulation, so I can sort of partially fit it in. And then the outside dimensions are the same as the inside of the inner cover, so it's all nice and snug. There's the burlap, and then there's the temperature sensor. I forgot to look at it. It was 46 this morning inside, and then it was like 31 outside. No, 20. It was like 25 degrees this morning. Maybe I can take it off completely. Yeah, I'll have to retape it. All right, let's. Oh, by the way, the burlap is dry, so this seems to be stuck together. Wow, that's actually. See what we got here. Oh, there they are. At least in the corner there's bees. So I think that's just because they came up through the top slot here. I didn't think about that. I didn't notice any bees coming up through there. So now, they're on the sugar, but that's just because it's warm out today. Well, now, not certain what to do. Yeah, I don't think they're getting to this candy because of the space. And if you can see, there's less there now, but I think that's just because when they come up to do the cleansing flight, I had made that hole there, and there were, actually no, there are some holes in the candy here. I wonder if that makes sense because this is the south facing, and that's where they would be. Yeah, that's the only spot that they are. I put some burlap in this. Sort of thought they would bridge, or a little piece of some string from the burlap. Thought they would bridge up to this point here, but I mean, I'm kind of sweating with my coat on, so it is kind of warm. Maybe I should risk at least cracking this open and see what's going on underneath the sugar board here. So let's take a look. See, they're all in the corner there. Not a really big cluster. You see? So they have bridged with numbers at least over to the top and they're eating the candy. Now if I can just close this without killing anyone. All right, I'm going to tilt this up from the back. I did slide that newspaper in there. I don't want to crush bees. So there's the paper. It's up to the cluster. Do a little bit more. Whoops. Slide that in there. I don't know, maybe I should just take this off for a second. All right, everyone, so all the bees are over on this side. So I'm just going to put this paper here. And yeah, I think I'm glad, unless hopefully she's not in the cluster underneath that candy board. But yeah, let me poke some holes in this. All right, so let's put the sugar on top here. All right, so I probably put like a half a pound of sugar on top here. So maybe that will get them to, well, they already know where the candy board is, but it's not a really lot of bees. Maybe a frame, two sides of a frame, both sides of a frame. I keep on putting sugar on here, but yeah, that's where they at. That's where they're at this point. End of December. I mean, people have overwintered nukes. It's about the size of a nuke. So this paper here probably gives some insulation too once this sugar hardens. So let me get that candy board back on. There's a little bit of a cluster of bees underneath it. Hope the queen isn't there. So I'm going to have to work this down. I didn't think about that. Ouch! Just got stung in the forehead. Alright, so I had to wiggle that down so it settled. Got stung right in the forehead. Put the Vivaldi board back on and tape this back up. So my mind's a little bit at ease, more at ease with the sugar that I put in being more accessible. Although they did cluster and formed a, I don't think they built any comb, it's just the cluster, them all hanging together. They bridged the gap up into the corner. It kind of makes sense that it's in that corner that receives the sun first thing in the morning and most of the day. Although I wonder if they migrate, probably not too much energy to migrate to the other side. Then they'd have to go back in the morning to the right-hand side again. But yeah, I helped them out a little bit, and for my troubles I got stung in the forehead. But yeah, so this is New England gardening. Still have some bees. I don't know if it's enough bees to bring them through the winter, but it won't be for lack of resources. Thanks for watching. Yes, I don't know if you can see that. I can't really see. I got the sun in my face. It's not directly in the center. I think it's about right there. But I got a pretty good lump and it's turning red. So I don't have that much of a immunity built up. I haven't been stung, well, long enough that I can't remember. Thanks for watching.